Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, your host, Luckymarine. And this is the idea that I've come up with. It's very compact, and there's reasoning behind the compaction. That's not even a word, is it? There's a reasoning behind why it's so compact, and I want to use what oxygen we use to the greatest of effect. So, let me run you through what this is. We have our oxygen creation chamber, just 2 electrolyzers, totally sealed off with a pump in there, which will pump straight into a filter. The filter will siphon off the breathable oxygen, pump it out into the air. We may even put a thermal regulator on there just to cool the air down. If that's needed, it's needed. If not, it's not. This will be to a hydrogen generator, which will sit here. As and when we unlock the thermally insulated tile, we'll thermally insulate here to stop heat spreading throughout the base. But that will provide us with power. We need to put a valve in there. Between this and the hydrogen generator, which might be here, we may have to shuffle it across one. Or maybe put it in the air there. We need a valve so that we can feed in hydrogen at a controlled and regulated flow. Yeah, we haven't got the valves. Alright. We need hydrogen. Done. Where's the valves? Pressure management. Alright, so them two are going to be next. This is going to be our Morb pit stroke slime pit, because slime and contaminated what's it called? Contaminated dirt? Yep, they all produce contaminated oxygen, and we will have in there a gas pump pumping the contaminated oxygen out and into what will be above it. Maybe if we can fit it. Haven't got them yet, but it'll be thermal regulators. Now, because it's so compact, we may end up having to put beds here. But it's all about using the space. It's all about controlling where you put the gases. So anyway, let's go on that, Ollie. I just drew all this, and now the little dupes are like, holy hell, what are we meant to be doing here? But no, we'll go on that, shall we? Kind of, sort of. And this is just, it's what we touched on our last series. Fully insulating the greenhouse. And we'll have that all along the top row. We may even have 2 rows of it if needs be. But again, we can put a block in here. Depends if we end up living on this row. Harvest those as and when you can. Let's cancel those for the time being so we can get outside. But I don't want to sprawl all over the map again like we've done in some of the previous episodes. Yeah. This might have to be. It won't be a 0 stress colony. It can't be a 0 stress colony, can it? We'll try. We'll give it a go. Maybe. Maybe. I'll take that out as well. Yeah, we're losing quite a bit of oxygen into here, which is unfortunate. Let's harvest that when you can. Then come back in and we'll seal off this area. Disable these buildings for the time being. Let's get things dug. Okay. So it'll be 2 there, 2 there, gap, 2 there, gap, gap. Ah, oh well. Cancel this wall on this wall so they can get in to do the stuff that they need to do. Let's dig out our carbon dioxide pit. Not enough resources. We've used all the sandstone. Oh no. Skill increase. Digging is now at 3. Hopefully it'll get even higher than that. Gonna need it to be higher than that. Dig all the bits in between. No, thank you. Let's cancel you so you can get into there. Or we may have to put a door on the outside. So deconstruct you and cancel you so you can actually get outside, and we're going to have to mine up some of this copper, I think. And that's it for another day. We'll harvest you. Deconstruct just the buildings. They're in there for the time being. Still have a little bit of food down here as well. We should be alright for food now. We should be alright for food. But let's not get complacent. Oh, making these pipes out of obsidian. Of course we are. Oh, well, usually when you build something, it'll only let you build it if you have it in here. Things grey out if you don't have the material for it. So we must have the material for it. And this here is our chamber of getting rid of gases. You're not going to be able to get out now, are you? Yeah, you are. Good. So we'll have We need a little bit of storage. Let's put you there. It's a bit untidy, but it needs to be done. No, 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 turn you off. What are you doing? Can you please turn this thing off? Somebody? Anybody? All except organics. And... no, all do. Can you not get to this? Toggle switch pending. It needs to be pending a lot quicker than it is. Alright, deconstruct just the building there. Don't know if they can't get to it. There we go. And we also need another vent made out of our finest copper. Just there. I like the face of Paul. I do like the face that they pull. Heidi with a K, not liking doing the toilets. Not liking the toilets at all. Alright. So if we're not building walls around this, if we're not moving water around, then there's no need to reinforce around. I mean, you can see it's cracking around the edges here. But if you leave the water in situ with natural rock around it, it looks like it's fairly hard wearing. I mean, this is sand on the bottom. Well, fair enough, it doesn't have anywhere to go to, but we need to be able to get to the pump to turn it back on again, don't we? What a fool. Oh well. It saves it from mishaps, I suppose. Talking of plumbing, right, we will need a way of plumbing our electrolyzers in without wasting material, as we are wont to do. Let's dig out this. And this. Free time? Yep, free time. And please don't interrupt the hatch. We need to release him over here somewhere. When we eventually get around to it. It's amazing what can get done when you have everybody working. More seeds. And harvest what you can. And apparently if you super cool the containers that you put your food in, or you put them in a vacuum, you preserve the food that's inside them, which is a nice touch. Do not get stuck up there. Don't get built into a wall like Sadie did. Alright, so contaminated oxygen generation down here, either through slime or morbs, probably a little bit of both. Thermoregulation here, but it is a very compact base, but it allows us to just expand out sideways if we need a little bit more space on every single level, both sides, which is nice. You're still working. You're still working because you can't get into your cot, can you? Is that how it works? If they can't get into the cot, they just work until... Really? Is that a thing? Looks like that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we won't deny her another night of sleep. Another night of sleep. That would just be... Really, no stress. You missed an entire night of sleep and yet you don't have stress. What is going on here? That's weird. I mean, I've seen the stress go up. Alright, let's dig out you and you. And let's actually put cots up here. And deconstruct these. Let's move away from the toilet, shall we? Yeah, I know you're tired, because you couldn't get to bed last time. We'll cancel you and you. Cancel all that so you can get to up here. Same with this, we're going to have to deconstruct you. Cancel you too, so you can actually get up here and work. Alright. How many seeds? Just the two. Still mealwood seeds. Let's plant them. We won't close them just yet because this looks like it's fairly manky now at the moment. But we'll put tiles there. No, thank you. Narcoleptic loud sleeper. I'm fairly sure I saw at the corner of my eye a narcoleptic loud sleeper. What kind of ridiculousness would that be? Yeah, you can get there. Good. Alright, deconstruct these two buildings. Hopefully we won't be using them for much longer. Let's 89%. We'll wait for these to all shed their goods and then we'll get amongst those as well. Tile that in just a little bit. And again here. We'll move the toilet down here. We want this to be fully enclosed though. If we're running non-stress, right. If we're running non-stress, then we want this to be fully enclosed kind of area. Alright, I will plan something else for down here. For a non-stress colony. That'll involve toilets, but also using that contaminated oxygen. Alright, I've been Luckymarine. You as always have been amazing. Thank you for joining us thus far. Guys, go to bed. It's bedtime. Yeah, I know you're tired. Where's the other one? I know we have 3 of them. I counted. Where are you? Better not be dying. Somewhere. Heidi, what are you doing? Bed beyond reach? How is it beyond reach? Heidi, just... a stupid look on her face, like, oh, I've got a bed. Yeah, there was 2 empty beds. What did you think I was going to do with them? One's not for the hatch, and one's not for my favourite lump of sandstone. Alright? There. Okay, so, from Longway, from Blanche, from Heidi, stupid Heidi with a K. That's oh, and Derek. That's us for this episode. Hope to see you in the next episode where we continue with this. I'll have sorted something over here in regards to toilets that will produce contaminated oxygen that will feed into our contaminated oxygen chamber, which will then be cooled to the point of producing oxygen as well. Alright. Okay. Until then, do take care.